What's up guys, Soul here, and I think from the hundreds of comments I've gotten from you guys, you might want me to make a FairyTail video. As you've seen on Twitter and Instagram, I've been really busy doing awesome stuff with friends in Tokyo, and I still have lots and lots of Japan videos coming. I just haven't been able to keep up with the manga. I've been so busy in Japan, but after what happened last chapter with Gray and Juvia, like, we have to take some time and talk about this. If you're not caught up with me, crunchyroll.com/soul, read the newest manga chapters free right after they're released in Japan with the correct translations done by officially licensed translators, so you don't miss out on anything. crunchyroll.com/soul. Now, going through everything, I wasn't able to cover some crazy shit happened. It wasn't too insane, there were no NaLu developments or anything, but starting where we left off with chapter 485, the Yukino and Sting shippers would be pretty happy, aka me, because the slap in the face was all love, like nothing else. That was just straight up like a "hey, I like you" slap. Those two will totally end up together, like they have to. Gagio gets into a massive fight with another Spriggan, and this was just a gale emotional roller coaster. Like, you have to feel so bad for Levi during this whole thing. Then the next chapter, we get some foreshadowing of Sorano meeting Yukino later on, like those back-to-back panels clearly indicating that. And while reading through it, the sisters meeting was something I was really looking forward to, really expecting to happen. Like, I really wanted Sorano and Yukino to meet at some point, and like it just has to happen. And Brandish yelling fluffy on Giant Happy, it was freaking hilarious. And then she makes Natsu choose between Lolly Lucy or Opie Lucy. I see Hero hasn't changed a bit since I've been gone. Oh, how I've really come to love Brandish as a character. The Scarlet Angel versus Acnologia panel had me so hyped at the end too. The whole Bradman versus Gagio fight, like, I won't touch on it too much, but honestly, I just really enjoyed it. The fake mask that Levi was wearing to trick Gagio, all the emotions that developed their characters so well, and Bradman is by far one of the coolest Spriggans. Like, his character design was just so awesome. Jet Black Gagio is pretty badass too, like with a pretty badass character challenge. I mean, like, he was definitely challenging Bradman in terms of like who was freaking more awesome, and the character designs were epic. Like, Hero did such a good job with it. And the continuing chapters are seriously just golly tears. Like, shit got so intense for them to the point that Levi conveyed wanting a family in the future with Gagio, like kids and everything. And then in 48 with the Acnologia Eileen hype, like, let this fight happen already, but no, Mess just fucks everything up as we watch Brandish just stab August straight through the chest. Reading that, I was like, what the fuck, Brandish? But like, what just happened? And then I get to the next panel and I'm like, oh, it's just messing everything up. Finally, in 489, we get a little bit of a lean Acnologia fight, but I'm just sitting there like, more, let them go all out. But no, she just has to move everything around, of course, when it's getting heated. And when I see that Zeref hype, like Zeref just sitting in front of Mavis's naked body in 490, I was like, holy shit. Like, I was not expecting that. Pause NaLu moment. I've been looking forward to the Zeref and Mavis story continuing for so long, though. I'm still hoping in the end that Zeref stops being a fuckboy and they end up together, because if they don't, we all know what happens. Like, if Zeref dies, you can kiss Natsu and NaLu goodbye. Single tier. On to 491 though. Plot twist, Erza's mom has a Sharingan, Uchiha confirmed, Tsuki no Mei, Madara ends the war. No, but seriously, finally the sisters meet. Yukino and Sorano, like I said, I've been waiting for this to happen, but we will have to see where it goes because Sorano's not quite ready for that relationship. I just want Yukino to be happy after all of the shit that she's been through. Like, she's been through so much. Is that too much to ask, Hero? Is that too much to ask? Just let Yukino be happy. But epic Mira Jane fight in 492. Badass Satan's Soul, she is wrecking. That is until the MILF, I mean, Eileen shows up and basically starts torturing her to the point that like she would have killed her if it weren't for Brandy. The Eileen August clash was pretty interesting as well. Oh, by the way, new Dragneel brother, no big deal. Oh, and then somehow all the Spriggans are just back together. But this moment is so FairyTail-esque, isn't it? Reminds me of how much I love FairyTail. And the moment literally everyone has been waiting for. I think this was one of the biggest parts I missed out on while I was gone. I'm pretty sad I missed it because of all the hype. I'm sure people were literally freaking out. I totally wanted to be there with you guys, like talking about that on Twitter and everything. Gildarts the legend, like, that means it's time for some badass Gildarts fighting and some lol moments. But seriously, Gildarts like returning finally, like that's how far we are into the war, that's how intense it's getting. Like that means it's finally here. Like this is the moment literally everyone was waiting for every time. Where's Gildarts? When's he gonna show up? When's he gonna show up? So moving on to 497, it's not so funny when Zeref is watching Mavis suffer. Like it was a pretty dark look in his eyes, though at the same time he still seemingly cares about her a lot, like especially when he says he has no desire to see her suffer. But at the end of the chapter, Mavis almost looks dead at that point. Like just look at her design, like she looks dead. And the way Hiro drew that panel, I mean, it was so dark and sickening, and I feel horribly bad for her. I don't know what else to say about that. And 498 kind of prepares us for the hell that's coming in 499. Like it doesn't finish with Mavis, this gets worse. Juvia versus Gray, the fight to the death. I mean, the fight was difficult enough to watch, but Juvia stabbing herself through the chest, it was brutal, man. Pretty much everyone who loves FairyTail loves Gray and Juvia. It was super brutal, like, and Gray doing the same thing. We got a little bit of Romeo and Juliet situation here. Sorry I said that, I'll never make a joke again. But we see them both on the floor, completely bled out. Of course, Juvia, she never let her precious Gray die, but this is what we wanted out of the war, right? Crazy character development. We had Gajeel and Levy, and now we have Gray and Juvia. It's getting so intense. It's only a matter of time before we have some serious Natsu and Lucy feels as well. Now, for what should be the legendary chapter 500, some serious shit should go down. I mean, Gray looks OP. His character design, like, he clearly just went Super Saiyan. I mean, I have to wonder how long Juvia will stay dead for. I mean, yes, she died here, but this is Hiro Mashima we're talking about, and our beloved characters. Like, we would be freaking out if Juvia really never came back. I mean, come on. You guys probably are freaking out. I am freaking out a little bit, and that's just because I've heard so many rumors, so many possible announcements coming. Like, we are 500 chapters into this series. That's a lot of chapters. I mean, Hiro could possibly be announcing the end of FairyTail soon. We just had Juvia die. I mean, is it gonna end this way? Is this how shit's gonna end? Like, we've seen all the posts on Instagram and Twitter. I've shown you guys, we've talked about it so many times. Like, what if Natsu gets sent to the past and like Lucy and Natsu don't end up together, you know? Like, what if Lucy has to go back and change things, and like Natsu's just not there anymore for some reason? Like what if all of the Dragon Slayers have to go back, or whatever happens? What if all the Dragon Slayers die? Who knows? Like, it's very possible we're getting to that point. Look how intense this war is getting. A lot of people are saying it's possible it's ending. Like, we jumped straight from everyone being super spread out to Zeref finding Mavis, Eileen feeling Erza's presence, Brandish coming around, all the Spriggans are back, everyone's about to fight, Acnologia is starting to figure things out. But I want so much more. Like, we need more. Let me know if you guys are with me. Drop a like if you want FairyTail to continue. I know I do. It has to. I know I want to see Gray and Juvia together in the end. I know I want to see Natsu and Lucy together in the end. Like, it's gotta happen. I'm hoping 500 will be a crazy chapter and continue it. Like, I'm sure in my mind Juvia is gonna be back, but it's just like, it worries me, you know, and all these people are talking about it ending. Like, Hiro said stuff about when he wants to end it before, but I personally think he'll keep it going, but we just don't know. Like, let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Again, I'm sorry guys, I haven't been uploading as much. I tried to give you a good overview or my thoughts of everything we missed. I enjoyed letting the chapters pile up, honestly, and reading everything at once. Sadly, this month, again, I'm going to be super busy, and I'll be reading and probably talking with you guys about the chapters on Twitter and Instagram at Soul_animation, and maybe Snapchat too, Egoistic Soul, if you want to add me on there. But I won't be able to upload much at all this month, sadly. I'll be super busy. I'll try to get back as soon as I can, I promise. And hopefully I'll be uploading in the next coming months, and I'll get all these Japan videos out as well. Drop a like if you guys want more FairyTail, if you want it to continue, if you're ready for these NaLu and Juvia moments. Again, check out all the chapters on crunchyroll.com/soul, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for waiting. Thank you so much for like sticking around and watching all the videos and being subscribers. You guys are super freaking awesome. Thank you so much to all of my friends in Japan for the crazy good times. Minasan, hontou ni arigatou gozaimashita. Tanoshikatta ne. Yoroshiku. Mata ne.